Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here's Wilson to throw right away.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
The slot man in motion right.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. It's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And it's taken in at the 9. The danger of a pump that. A 16-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Slot man moves right. On 2nd and 12, Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Allen on third. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Now Wilson. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Jets. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. The Bills had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
Allen's throw is complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. Shoves him away. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
10 more there and another first down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Jamien Sherwood there to make the stop.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
First and 10, it's Hall. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another 1st down run right there.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Wilson on the keeper. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Zach Wilson
scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Jets have moved out in front.
Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen's going to keep it on the option. And he's going to have a Bills first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And some space here. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I'm going to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second and a couple, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Okay, great. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Wilson and Moore there for a Jets first.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
A give running right is Hall. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Ball again on 2nd down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time Cook.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Stopped in his tracks by Ahmad Gardner.
From the 38, Allen.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. Open man is Denzel Mims. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play in the football.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I think Jack was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Wilson will throw again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And, that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
I think he just made the punter a little bit jealous there. There was some serious hang time on that ball. Deep downfield, and while it didn't connect, it certainly sent a message, didn't it?
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football. And now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. 109 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They run again on first down. Cook down to about the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. Cook up the gut. The linebacker C.J. Mosley in on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop it.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Finding Shakir across the formation. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Here's Bass now for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. He'll air this one out for Mims. Touchdown! Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing now is Allen. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
Thank you.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Ball has it knocked loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again. And This time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Hall ought to give up the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Wilson. And it's caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards, the final tally. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as...
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Zach Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Jets 27, Bills 20.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Uncorks one for Davis. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. Allen now looks to throw. The left side caught by Diggs. Now the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff for Hall, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson to throw. Able to find Mims. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Wilson to Mims for a New York first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing now is Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally. And that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes. And that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
It's a loss of 14. Brings up 3rd down.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Here's Allen. He's going to wind up and air it out. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So pass interference, the call there, always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Pick it up.
Cook following the penalty, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So all eyes now on Tyler Bass, and a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Bills are going to get out of here winners.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Bills, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they too will leave here at 1-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Houston Texans and the New York Jets. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Play action now, Mills. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Throwing, Mills. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll get this to about the 38.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
From the 38, Mills. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. First and 10, it's Pierce. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Mills to throw it. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Mills. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Again, it's Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at the 20. Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I really see this offense try to spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Nice job there, forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. To throw again is Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll brought down just shy of 40. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Jets at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
From the 39, Wilson. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give him 30 yards there.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
One more time with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point. We are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Isabella now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mills. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Pierce takes it straight ahead, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 7-7, our score after 1. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Off the play fake, Mills. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Handoff left side, Pierce.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mills now.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. And Isabella. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans have taken the lead.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
A partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
On second down, a run with Hall. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes us up to the 47.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Okay, great.
Now Wilson. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And he is going to have the Jets first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
No problem there on the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Mills. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up the pass?
Free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
That's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Isabella now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. That's into a crowd and
intercepted.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From the 39, Mills. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Jordan. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Play fake, Mills.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jordan.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Mills now from the 50.
Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Again, it's Mills.
That's complete. It's Collins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 2nd and 9, Mills buying time to his left.
And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And the Jets are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Paul again on 2nd down. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
So we'll reach halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Second half starts with a run by Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
They find some open field here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
73 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Wilson. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And all the way in, touchdown, New York.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. And this will be a touchback, no return from Isabella.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
From the gun, here's Mills. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
To throw, Mills.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. I don't think there's any worse with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it up. So potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Mills now looks to throw on first down. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
On second down, here's Pierce.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
A first down throw for Mills. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Mills on first down.
That ball complete to Isabella.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Throwing again on second down.
Mills got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
First down, Mills.
This one caught by Isabella.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player.
Touchdown, Texans!
Dameon Pierce.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Texans have cut it back within a score.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Gonna look deep for Wilson. That's gonna be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now Wilson. He's going to go up top again. And this throw will be intercepted. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Pierce now up the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The tackle by Quincy Williams. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Mills. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown from 13 yards out. And the Texans take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. There he goes left side. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Jets. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, they're both in the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Isabella now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing, Mills. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for a save. Awesome. Able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end. Finding room at midfield. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Mills to throw it. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 27, Mills. That's complete to Pierce. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Tackled by Jonathan Grenard.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Hall again on 2nd down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. To throw is Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Here's Smith to return it. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunk.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, an even 90 yards. And the Texans strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Marr now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Texans 42, Jets 35. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Texans say they have it. They do. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second down and goal. Mills. Oh, no, he lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mills. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Amon-Ra St. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
49. Jets, 35. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. The mistake there by the offense, Charles, they tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Jets, 35. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
A give left side for Pierce. There's a nice move. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Texans up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Now it's Wilson. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Texans, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.